Good morning and welcome to the Man Cave here at Wistful Vistas in beautiful suburban San Diego, California. This is a continuation in the series of the carbon fiber V4S Panigale, and what I'm going to do are a few personalization type mods, which I think is part of the fun of motorcycling. We can do little things to them to make them more perhaps uniquely ours. I'm going to have that done and share that along with you as we go. None of this is meant to diminish the work that Jarrett and Dado did as far as being the right direction to go or something to do. It's just those little touches to make it a little more personalized. First thing I want to mention for those of you out there who are working with matte carbon, perhaps on your helmet or some other sort of thing, Dado, who's been really cool about staying in touch post bike delivery and questions about its operation and things like that, recommended a product called Awesome. How cool is that? Didn't know you could trademark it. But Awesome is a cleaner, and he recommends it diluting it 50% in water, which I did do. I used distilled water, by the way, and I found that it works on the mat of the carbon fiber really well. It cleans it up. You can't use some products that have a wax base because they sort of gray the carbon fiber. This stuff is perfect for a matte finish, at least in my experience with carbon fiber. The first mod I did was added my little shamrocks, my Irish shamrocks for luck. Reflects part of my heritage, and hey, little luck never hurt anybody. I also did receive the spring puller. Dado makes it look so easy. We're going to find out about that. That's an oddly shaped little device. Might work to get the wax out of your ears. I do have to put those baffles in. I'm actually duty bound according to my HOA to get that done. What I'm going to do, and have you right along with me while we get it done, is I use a product for my smartphone to attach it to my motorcycles and various other machines. A product from a company called SP Connect. Several people have asked about this in the past. It's sp-connect.com. I found it to be a very secure and reliable mount, and that's with really rocking it around. Since these are clip-ons, there's no handlebar, which is how I've mounted it on my other machine, and I've got their stem mount kit. So that's what I'm going to put on today, and you can ride along with me as we get that done. So stand by. ST Connect stem mount, iPhone mount, coming right up. Back on the workbench, it appears the tool we're going to need is this 4mm Allen wrench, or as I like to call them, alien wrenches. Can't help it, got to inject a little humor there. Okay, actually have it mounted on the bike. That was a little more fiddly than what I thought it would be. You actually have to pull, you have to wiggle it into the stem, and then you have to pull up a little bit to get the hexes to engage on either side of the force fitting. But once you do, you've got it in there. So one of the things I have a mild concern about is that the inline view may obscure the dash a little bit here, but I don't want it down here because I think we'll be making contact either side of the ignition console. So I'm going to tighten it down the rest of the way here, or snug it. Let's say I'm going to snug it, and I'm going to try to keep it just about 90 degrees. Shame to hide that beautiful V4, but it'll be there. I'll invite people to just look real close and they'll be able to see it. Okay, going to go ahead and tighten it down here and be right back to you. Okay, she is tightened down, I think. Don't want to over tighten it because it's just two plastic pieces and you're forcing them against the tube there. But it is tightened and darn near centric with the dashboard. And let's do a little bit of a wiggle for a moment here and see if there's any interference we can see. Okay, interference test coming up. Nope. All looks fine and dandy. Speaking about tight clearances, this to me seems very tight here, but nope, she's all, that part, so far so good. So, continuing here. So just a little electrical tape on the wear point there, and that'll keep it from sawing its way hopefully through the carbon fiber over time. And when that bit of electrical tape begins to fray and look bad, I'll replace it. So let's put the other cover in position here and think about final positioning for our power adapter. Got it. Let's reposition this beautiful full 6 carbon fiber. It's literally, ladies and gentlemen, like holding a piece of paper in your hands. It's that light, but yet very strong. So we have these 2 little plugs. I don't think you can see them right like that, but they go into these rubber grommets. So you position the right way, of course. Have to do that kind of stuff on camera, of course, right? Why would you do that alone? You position them and press them in. So here we go. It's like working in the dark. There we are. Now we attach the 4 screws and we're back in full 6 carbon fiber business. So putting the retention screws back into the ignition cover, battery cover, and my none too skilled fingers, I have to tell you, I've always had that moment of sort of nervousness where I'm afraid that if that thing drops down into the bowels of the motorcycle, say goodbye. And if it's made out of aluminum, your little magnet retriever won't get it back. But what I like to do when I tighten things that go across like this, number one is they don't need to be too tight. You probably do more damage making them too tight. And I typically try to go in sort of a star pattern as I put them in. Let's put it into place here. And no, looks like we're recording. My phone unfrizzed. So anyhow, there it is on the machine. We've got full mobility here. And when I sit on the machine, actually, I still have a clear view of the instrument cluster up ahead, which is, of course, also part of the criteria here. All right, let's move on to mounting the power adapter. Okay, everyone, it's mounted. I did not want to put that on the carbon fiber. Really didn't. But if I try to put it down on this last black plastic portion, the OEM black plastic portion, I get interference from the steering yoke. As a matter of fact, there's still a contact at full lock, but you're not doing full lock very many times on this thing. So it's I think the best place to put it. Is it the prettiest? Well, I don't think so. I'm thinking it ain't the prettiest, but it's very utilitarian, and hey, you need your GPS and you need your comms when you're going out on a combat mission on the Campisi Customs full carbon V4 Panigale S, or V4S Panigale. Anyway, you decide. So welcome your comments. Could it have been done better? I am just no doubt that there could have been done better, but I think that's good. The Velcro in any case won't leave a permanent scar, and I can get that on or off as necessary, and this little yoke mount seems to be pretty secure. We'll take it out for a few times and see. That's it for now.